Hello everyone. In this session, I am going to discuss about the problem which was asked by one of your batchmate, how to convert an SIC assembly code into an object code. So in this here I will just take an example and then I will let you know how the assembly code is converted into an object code. Okay, so before that just let me recall the instructions formats which we are using it in SIC and as well as SIC XC. SIC has got only one instruction format, that is with 3 byte 24-bit instruction format, and SIC XA has got a 4 instruction formats: format 1, format 2, format 3 and format 4. Most of the instructions in SIC XA are going to be with format 3, that is 24 bits. So you have to more focus on the how to configure this form instruction format. Okay, the important thing is that you must know what are these NIXBP flags, and whatever the opcode you are going to write, that opcode actually it is a 8 bit, but in that the first 6 bits are going to be taken as it is and the next 2 bits are going to be changed based on your addressing modes. So that's what here you can see it in the format 3 or in the format 4 whenever you are using. So the first 6 bits no problem, but the next two digit n and I you have to focus, and then based on that you have to understand which addressing mode it is. Okay, hence these the last 2 bits of any opcode will be always 0. Okay, that you will come to know when we see the addresses. Fine. And then there are so many addressing modes are there in SIC. There is only two addressing modes, that is direct addressing mode and indexed addressing mode. If it is an indexed addressing mode, you are going to set x is equal to 1 in only format 3 instructions, or you can say a 3 byte instruction format in case of an SIC. But when it comes to an SIC XC, you have got many addressing modes, that is PC relative, base relative, direct addressing, indirect addressing, indexed addressing, immediate addressing. Like that you have got so many addressing modes. Okay, so now just see the another here what you can do. As I told that you have to focus more on the NIXBP. These are the bits which will inform the your SIC assembler that it is what type of an instructions you are going to use. Okay, N and I, these are used with when you are using an indexed and sorry, indirect and immediate addressing. N is going to be used in case of an indirect addressing mode where you are going to set n is equal to 1, and if I is equal to 1 then it's an immediate addressing. If x is set then it is an indexed. If base is set as the base value is set to 1, then it's a base register. If p value is set to 1, then it's a program counter. When you are using an extended format, that time you will be using e is equal to 1. Okay, so now the different addressing modes with those indications is given in this. Okay, now come to an example here. This is just an example where you are using two tables or two arrays, that is with 1,000 words, and then you are going to add the contents of that, and then you will be storing it in some final result, that is total. That's what the problem it is. Now you can just check it out here. The sum is going to start it with 0. It means that here the starting address is given as 0, and in this instructions you are going to use an immediate addressing mode, then you are going to use an extended instruction formats, then you are using here some instructions with an indexed addressing mode. Okay, so these are all some notations that is easily you can understand, but it is this you can understand whether it's a PC relative or base relative only if you write the addresses for each instructions. So that's what now what we do is that we write an addresses for all the instructions. That is the first thing. Here in this problem the starts address is given as 0. So when the start address is 0, then you have to give an address like this. You can see it here. We have started with a 0. Okay, then let me use an highlighter here so that it is Okay, see here we have started with uh, the first LDX, and then this instruction starts with a 0. This LDX takes a 3 bytes. This is an immediate addressing mode. As I told that most of the instructions are with 3 byte. You should understand uh, the type of an instruction format. Okay, here generally what we do is that if there are some instructions which will not take any um, operands, so that time those instructions will be with 1 byte. In this example we have used here that is I'm sorry, in this example we have not used any such things, but there are some instructions there you will be using those instructions with only 1 byte. That is some instructions like svc and all, but here we are not using that. But whenever you are comparing with the two registers, that time those are all format 2. You are going to use the 2 byte format in that. Now here the format 3 is used and hash is given here. It means that this is an immediate addressing mode. So then this is a format 3, that's what we have added, 0 plus 3, it's a 3 byte, that's what it is given, 3. Similarly for this also it is 3. Okay, but when it comes to the 6 here, 6 plus, see here this is plus is indicated, no, this plus means it is an extended format. Okay, so then you have to add 4 to that, that is 6 plus 4, you will get it as a. So like that it continues. Again you can see it here, when it comes to this instructions, 16 is there, this plus is an extended, and then it comes to an here as 1 plus 16 plus a is 1a. See another thing, important thing is that understand here all the instructions are given in hexadecimals, it's not a decimal. That's what you should not write after 6 immediately here it has 0, it's not 20, it's a 1a. Okay, so now when it comes to here 20, now whenever you are writing this 20, then here we are going to reserve 1000 words. So please understand here the 1000 words is nothing but each word is of 3 byte, right? So 1000 into 3, so it means that you have to allocate 3000 memory locations, right? Okay, so that's what we have done is that I have just written it here that the 3000 which is in hexadecimal decimal, that can be converted into an hexadecimal with as bb8. Okay, so now this bb8 is added to this, so that's what we get it as a bd8. And then for this again bd8 you are going to allocate another bb8, so that time you are going to get it as 1790, and then this will take again 3 bytes, so altogether it ends at 1793. So in this program the first and foremost thing is that you have to assign the addresses for all the instructions, that is the first step. Okay, then let me take one by one. Our first instruction is first ldx hash 0d. Okay, so now here what you should do, whenever you are converting its corresponding object code, first always gets its object code of opcode, that is get ldx object code, it is 04. Normally in the examinations you will be given the opcode for all the instructions, you need not to remember any opcode object code for that. Okay, you just remember the how to do this. So now here ldx is 04. See, I told that whenever your opcode is there, the last 2 bits always 0. You take any opcode, the last 2 bits are always 0. So that is what I have shown it here. Here, see this. Sorry. See, this last 2 bits are always 0. Okay. So now next thing is that you have to find out the instruction format, that is format 3. And here the addressing mode is immediate because this hash is used here. When the hash is there, you can understand that it is an immediate addressing mode. Okay, so now when you come to know that it's a format 3, get that what is that format 3. See, this is a format 3 syntax. First 6 bits are an opcode and the next 6 flags, and then displacement is there. So now what you should do is that you have to whenever you are computing here, since it is an immediate addressing mode, you know that in the case of an immediate addressing mode, your target address will be whatever is there in the operand. Okay, So that's what here, these first here whatever the 8 bits are there here, those all already we have written it here. You can just check it out here up to this 7 bits, and the last I bit we have set it as 1. So here, see, in this case what we have done, I bit is set to 1. Okay. And then next the other 4 bits, okay, that is x, b, p, all are set it as 0. Now how the this thing, okay, let me explain it with the help of proper notations. See, what we are doing here is that the first 6 bits are going to represent your opcode, and the next 6 bits are given, and the last the displacement 12 bits I have shown it here directly with here, see this, directly we have taken, because I did not use the 12 columns here, but directly I have written. How this D00D has come, I will just explain it here. You can just see. Let me come to that point. See, understand here, since this is an immediate addressing mode, whatever is there in the operand field is going to be directly written as an address. So it means here your address field is 0D. It means that in this 0D, it's not an address, it is a value which is there in the operand. It's there in here 0D, and that 0D we have written. Okay, and but it has to take a 3 digits, that is a 12 bits. That's what directly it is written it as 00D. Now you can just see here, see, these first 4 bits are going to be 0, this one, the next 4 bits are going to be 1, and the next 4 bits are going to be 0. So that's what it is. The object code will be 01000D, and that is written it here. For an first LDX with hash D, the object code is going to be like this. Okay, next one you can see, again this is an immediate addressing, because here already hash is there. Once the hash comes, then you should understand that it is an immediate addressing mode, but some exceptional also there, that again I will see. So here it is LDA opcode is 00, and it is written, and it's an immediate. Again use the format 3 instructions. Okay, so now here you can just see the all the first 6 bits are going to be opcode, and now since it is an immediate addressing mode, then we are going to set this, say this bit as 1. Okay, and then here what is the opcode is given here, it is opcode is given as 0. So means it's an immediate addressing, but the value is given as 0. So that's what the last 12 bits are going to be represented with, again 0. Okay, that is an the displacement itself is an address, correct. Now so the first 4 bits are going to be 0, and the next 4 bits are going to be 1 here, and after that again the next 4 bits are going to be 0. Okay, this is, and the last this one, that is 01040 zeros will be your next object code. That is what we have written it here. For an 003 LDA hash 0, you will get it as 0100. Okay, so this is what how the object code is converted. Okay, let me take the next instruction of that. See, this is you need to understand it a little bit carefully here. See, this is an the first thing is that here it is plus. Okay, the what it is given, you have to see this plus. That is the first thing. Second thing is that it is an immediate also, you can see it here. So it means that you are asking your assembler to use an whatever is there in the table 2 address. Table 2 is an label here, whatever that address is there, that itself has to be loaded into a base register. LDB is a base register. So now just check it out here. It is an object port, and I'm sorry, here I have written it as format 3, but it should be format 4. This is not a format 3, it is format 4. Okay. And then comes over here. Okay, see, this is an a syntax for format 4. So here opcode 6 is there here, then the next 6 flags, and then after that address. So now here, whenever you are writing it and in the extended format, whatever is there in the operand field, directly it should be given here. So that is what we have done in this. You can see the LDB object is 68. All the first 6 bits, whatever the here in this case, whatever the 6 bits are there here, they are already written as it is, right? And after that, n and I, so these are going to be set it as 1. Generally, in all the cases of instruction, if it is not an immediate and indirect, you can set it as 1 1. It represents the simple addressing. Okay, then x bit and xbp all are set it as 0, and we have set it as extended format to 1. Okay, so now this you can understand here. See, this extended is there here, no? So this is given here it as, in this case, as 1. Now you combine all these things. See, what is the table to address that is given in the in your this thing. In the previous slide we can refer that the address of the table 2 is BDB, and that is given here. Okay, say this is 5 bit. You can observe this. Now here whenever you are writing it with this thing, address field is of how many bits? It is 20 bits. So that is what it is, last 5 digits. So it's going to be as it is, that is 00 BDB. So now altogether what we have written, that it is 6B 100 BD8. So that is going to be the object code. Now come to the next instructions. So this is indexed because you are using here X. Okay, indexed PC relative, you will come to know what is why it is a PC relative and all, because if the what are the relative distance is within minus 2048 to plus 2047, then you can call it as a PC relative, otherwise it's a base relative. Okay, so format 3 instructions, you use it here. And now in this case, whenever it's a PC relative, you have to calculate the displacement. Generally you have to calculate the target address, but the target address and the address of the next instruction to be executed is known to you, that is PC. Now please understand, you go back to the slide where you have seen that your instruction after loop add, here after this instructions there was a next instruction was there, and that address was 00AD 00D, 000D was there. So that is your PC address. That's what we have taken it as. PC is 00D, and the table is there at the memory location 20. So now when you our formula is target address is equal to PC plus displacement, but when you want to calculate the displacement, that is displacement is equal to TA plus PC. So now here when you subtract this 20 minus D, you will get it as again a small mistake is done here. So 20 minus it's D, it should be 13, it should not be the here the object code is 0013. Okay, a small mistake is done here, that is 0013 it should be, right? So now this is going to be added here. So this is 000, the first whatever is there here, the first 6 bits are going to be taken it here as first 6 bits, and then after that n and I you are going to set it, then set the x value also. See, this is here, you are going to represent it as an indexed, then after that your PC relative you are going to set it as 1, and as I told that here it should be 1. So then the final result will be like this. See, this is 1 and the next 4 bit is, it's a B. Okay, then after that you have um, A, then again it should be uh, instead of 003 it should be 013, so that your final code is going to be 1BA013. Okay. So this is for an loop, the instruction loop add table X. Okay, now come over here for the next instructions. So again this is going to be the same thing as we have seen in the previous example. You are going to get the address of table 2, but one thing understand here, this table 2 is already loaded in the base register, so that's what the base value here we have taken it as BDB BD8, and then PC is the address of the next instruction, that is 010. So if you subtract that, you will get the displacement as BC8. So that is what you are going to show in this case. So now the first 6 here, in this case the first 6 bits are here as usual. Okay, and after that we are setting 1 for the ni, and it's an indexed base relative. See here it is the x is also set, and b is also set. These two are set, and then next whatever the displacement is there, that BC8 is given here in this case. Okay, so now when you combine the 4 bits together, you will get it as an opcode like this. So altogether it will be 1BC BC8. Okay, and hence it is your total the exact opcode for this table 2 will be 1BC BC8. And similarly for the next instructions, this is the TIX opcode is 2C, and this is an opcode for that, and it is a format 3. Okay, so now here the after TIX instructions the PC will be at 13. That's what we are given the PC as 13, and then the count is there at the target address of the count is 20. So now with this displacement you can easily you can calculate that it is 00D. Okay, last 3 digits. Okay, now how you just see this, how the see these are the first 6 bits of your object code, that is 2C, and next 2 bits here it is 00, but we are going to set the I and N as 1. And now this is a PC relative because the displacement is very short, it is very small, and it lies in within minus 240 to minus 2048 to plus 2047. So hence it is a PC relative. That's what we are going to set the P value as 1, and that whatever the displacement is there, that is given in the last 3 digits. So again I combine them with 4 bits together. So please don't get confused with the first 12 bits and the last 3. See here it is, the displacement is, I have taken it directly instead of writing it in a binary, because these here in this case if I take all the 24 bits, then it will not fit into the slide. That's what these last 4 I have taken directly with as a hexadecimal digits. Okay, so now all together you can, when you combine them, you will get a binary digits like this. So finally you are going to get your object code as 2F200D. So this is what. Okay, next comes here, that is JLT loop. Now this is also the same thing, and I want to explain here one important thing here, how the this part is calculated. See, in this case what happens, the PC, the target address is A and the PC is 16. It means that the target address is lesser than that. So what you have to do is that initially, means the what in A you cannot subtract a 16. That's what you should do. Whatever the result comes, it will be in the 2's complement. So what you do is that initially you subtract 16 minus A. When you subtract in hexadecimal 16 minus 0A. So what you get, 16 minus 0A, 16 is in hexadecimal 16, it is going to be 22 and A is 10. So 22 and A is 10. So 22 minus 10 means you will get it as a 12. See, this 12 is nothing but in hexadecimal it is C. Now how do you write a C? You write the C with a 12 bits. It means that, see, you are going to write the all the your 12 as with 12 is 1100, right? This is in C, but it is only the last 4 bits of an your displacement. So the remaining 8 bits you have to give. It means that you make sure that you are going to write all together as 12 bits like this. I'm just showing it here. Okay, so this is 12 bits. Now what you do, you convert this into a ones complement. So that time you are going to get it as all as 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 1. You add a 1 to this, so whatever it comes, so that time that is going to become your FF4. Okay, so this is what how you have I have converted your A minus 16 into an hexadecimal. So it means that whenever there is a negative number is there, that represented in the 2's complement. Okay, so this is what how it is done. Again combine the see this all the first 6 bits of here are written it here, and then next n and I are set it as 1. By most of the cases we set it as a 1 if it is not indirect and immediate, and here it is the displacement ff4, it lies in this, then hence it is PC, then ff4 is given. Now you combine all these 4 bits, so finally you are going to get this as the last code. Object code is 3B2ff4. okay, so this again an extended I'm sorry, here again it is, this is not correct, it should be a 4. This is what happens when you copy and paste, so this should be format 4. okay, so now you can see this is a format 4 instructions, and in this whatever is the total address is there, that total is there at 01790, so that's what it is directly taken it as an address. Okay, so now the first 6 bytes are written it here. Okay, next set it as n and I, then after that you send the extended, then you take the as it is this last 5 bits. After that you have to convert it into an hexadecimal code by combining, or you can taking the 4 bits together, binary to hexadecimal conversions. So the first 12 digits are converted as 0f1, and the last 20 bits are 01790. okay, and all together you are going to get this as an 0f101790. okay, so now finally here r sub is there, this is again, it's a format 3, but you should not say any of the this thing. So it means that this is uh, here you cannot call it as an PC relative or something like that. This is totally wrong. It is okay. Now just consider that the format 3 instructions, and in this place the displacement you need to put it as 0, because rsub is a, it's an just a statement which returns to the called function. So that's what you are not going to write anything, and you put them all the last 12 bits as 0. Okay, so the remaining here as we were doing earlier, you can just check it out here. The first 6 bits whatever are here are here, then the next, and I set it as 1 1, and all other xbp all are going to be set it as 0, and then finally you are going to get this as an, once you club the 4 binary bits, you are going to get it as 4f00, and that is what our final conversions. See, now when you do that, in fact here after this see, in fact this it has to come down, means 0036, this a should come over here, but anyway you don't concentrate on that here, but just check it out here how the your all opcodes are object code is written. See, for the first ldx hash 0 t, it is like this 0100d. LDA hash 1, it becomes like this, and then for LDB hash table, then it's going to be like this. See, these are all our corresponding object code for that instructions, and for this part whatever is there here in the here this is just a memory allocations. For this you are not going to create any object code, because these are all the memory allocation, these 4 instructions. Okay, and then when it comes to the last one, you will be simply using that first. Okay, now here in all the cases I have written that what is that uh, what you say in corresponding object code. Okay, for every instructions we have created an object code here, and now finally what you should do is that once you convert every instruction into an object code, finally you should create an header file. I'm sorry, you have to create an object file. So in the object file you can see that there is an header record is there. See, when you write an header record, it starts with a h, okay, we have given here, and then later on after that it has got a 6 columns. So 3 columns you have written, and then here up to here the next 3 columns are given it as blank. So that's what I put it as dash dash dash. And then after that in our program the starting address is mentioned at 000, that is here, and the next 6 columns for the length of the program, that is 1793. Then all the t, you can see it here, it begins with a t, then you have a the starting address of the program, it is 00, then the next 2 bits, these two are going to be the length of the total program. Actually here it is very small program, that's what all 30 bytes total length of this is 30 bytes. So that 30 bytes we can fix it here, but if it is greater than that, then you have to begin and initiate with the next text record, and then you have to provide the after t, you have to give here what is the next starting address, that is again with the 6 columns like this, then after that again length comes like that, it goes on. Okay, but anyway here in this case that is not raised, so that's what we have given only 1d. And then you can see here the next the 3 bytes for the first instructions. If you want, you can go back and then check it out here. That is, in fact, I think it's not 00, it should be 001D. There we made some changes in the beginning of our explanation. This is 1, so that's what it should be here in the object code also. When you are writing the first instruction, this can be written it as 1. Okay, and then after that, again the next 6 digits, or 6 hexadecimal digits, or you can call it as 3 bytes. So every time what you can do, you can take the your object code here like this, and then you can keep on adding up to 30 bytes. Okay, so this is your object code. Finally it is converted, and then it has got a small program. That's what, only take one text record is enough. And then finally you have to write your end record. It begin with a E, and then next you have to give it as the starting address of the program to be loaded, the first instruction of an executable instructions to be loaded by the loader, that is 000. So that snippet code what it was given for that, this is an how you are going to create an object code. Okay, I request you to please you repeat this slide as long as you are going to understand, because it is a bit tricky when you are converting, whenever you are setting the bit flags and all. That's what I request everyone to, you please refer this video as many times as possible to understand it in a better way. Okay, thank you, take care, stay safe.